Hey everyone, today I'm showing you Cinema Studio 2.0 from Higgsfield. This is the new AI filmmaking tool and honestly it's really powerful. So what makes this special? You can now create multiple shot sequences, you can add characters with emotions, you can control camera movements like a real filmmaker, and the quality it's cinematic. I'm going to walk you through the whole workflow step by step, how to set up your scene, how to direct the camera, and how to add characters, everything. It's actually pretty straightforward once you see it, so let's jump in. Alright, here I'm at Higgsfield AI, and the first thing what we want to do is we want to go to the Cinema Studio. Let's click on that one. And here we can start creating our video, or actually our movie. Now, the first thing what we need to do is we need to work on the image first. We want to make a first image, and after that we have the image, we will make a video out of it, or actually a movie. So let's start with making an image first. Here we have the settings of the image. Now, what I want to do is I want to use my own photo. I want to have myself in the movie. So I'm going to upload my own photo. I have my photo here, and this is what I'm going to use. So this is basically just a screenshot like this video from my videos, and I'm going to use that one. Now, the next thing is I'm going to describe the scene that I want. I want to have a scene like the man, obviously me, is running in the streets of Amsterdam. I want to make a movie scene in Amsterdam. I want to be like running away from the police and getting into a car, something like that. A little bit of an action scene. Then we have the settings. We can generate a couple images. Let's do 4 images, then we can pick the best one. For the size, I'm going for 16 by 9 when I have a cinematic video. For the resolution, I'm gonna go for 4K. And the grid, I'm gonna keep it 1 by 1. I don't wanna have that many images, I'll just keep it at 1. Then we're gonna go to the settings of the camera. And in the settings, we can pick a camera, we can pick a lens, and we can pick a focal length, and we can pick an aperture. So let's first select the camera. Here we can scroll through some cameras. I'm gonna go for the first one, the modular 8K digital. Then we have the lens. I'm gonna select classic anamorphic. By the way, if you don't know what these lenses are, the best way is to just generate some images with these lenses, with these combinations, and see how they actually look to get the results you want. You can also go to recommended, and there you have some recommended settings, but I'm gonna go and do my own. Let's go back here. The focal length, I'm gonna keep it at 50 millimeters, and the aperture, I'm gonna go for 1.4 to get that bokeh background. Now let's generate this and see what the results will be from these settings. Alright, we have some generations ready, and look at these images. Let's look at these images. This is the first one, and this one. We could also use this one. We could actually use any of these. I think they all look pretty good. The next step is to actually make the movie. Now you can obviously generate multiple scenes and then you can combine them into a movie. I'm just gonna do one scene or else we're gonna get too long in this video. Let's now go to video, which you can find at the bottom here. And in video, we can create our movie. Now, let's go to the settings of the video. First, we have the director panel. So here we can upload images or we can use characters. I already created a character of myself before, so I could use that one. It's pretty much the same image, but I turned it into a character. So let's use that as an element. So this is me also in Amsterdam, pretty much the same as we did with the image. Then we're gonna write a prompt. So let's say I'm gonna do running away from the police in Amsterdam and getting into a car and driving away, maybe into a Mustang car if you want to be specific, like 9067, something like that. Then we have the movement. Now in movement, we can select camera movements. If you don't know how these camera movements actually move, you can move your mouse over this video and then you can see how it moves. So if I go to the next one, you can see the camera starts following her. Here is a pen left, etc. So there's a lot of camera movements that you can pick from. I'm gonna keep it at auto. I don't want to select any movements. I let AI do everything. Then we have the speed ramp. If you remember, the speed ramp is that how we gonna define the action scene. If you want to create like an impact, you'll have this kind of speed ramp. If you want to create a speed up, it will look like this. And basically you can select any of these speed ramps and this will be implemented in your movie. So I'm gonna keep it at custom, or let's do auto. Actually, let AI do everything. I don't want to do anything, so I'm gonna keep it at auto. Then we have the duration, and we can go to 12 seconds for this video. And the next thing is we can select single shot, multi-shot, auto, or multi-shot manual. Now, if you want to have one single shot of a movie, you can do single shot. I actually want to have different shots in my movie, so I'm going to do multi-shot auto. You can also do manual, and then you can do for every scene different like speed ramps and stuff like that. But I'm going to keep it at auto because I want to have AI do the thinking, and I just want to look at the results and have some fun with the settings here. Now, the settings, again, we're going to go for cinematic, 1080p. Here you can select what kind of scene it is. So I have action selected. You can also select horror, comedy, western, suspense, intimate, and spectacle. So this is all up to you what you want to do with your video. Let's do action. I want to have an action scene. Then we're going to go to audio. Audio is on. And here is how much of these videos you want to generate. I want to do 4, so I can select the best one out of these 4. And I want to have a start frame. And the start frame, that could be an image that you generated. And that's actually pretty good because you're giving AI a start frame, and it's a lot easier for AI to make videos with a start frame instead of trying to explain everything in the start frame, right? So let's do this one. This is where I run away from the police. And all we have to do is click on generate and let AI do everything. And we're just gonna look at the results when it's done. All right, the movies are done with creating, and let's just have a look at these results. Look at that, exactly the car that I wanted. Some nice lens flares in the background. We got some nice multi-shots in the video. This is really cool. Let's look at the next one. This is the next one. Look at those lens flares. That looks pretty awesome. I like this one even better. Multi-shots look amazing. I don't see anything weird going on here. And let's look at the third one. Oh, some nice different angles we got there. Nice close-up shots in the car. There's also another person in the car. This one also looks great. Here you can hear the sound effects of the police. This one is nice with those tires on the road when he's driving away. Actually, me. But I think these all look pretty awesome. If you know how to edit videos in a video editing software, you can import these videos and then cut the best scenes out and create your own best combination of these scenes. So that's the good thing about making multiple videos. You can later cut it out and create the scene you want from these scenes. So this is basically it. This is how you do it. And now it's accessible for everyone. You just go to Higgsfield AI. I will put the link in the description of the video, and there you can create your own videos.